Sometimes we look at certain people and wonder why they seem to understand things so quickly. Intelligence is not just about numbers or test scores. It's about how someone sees the world, how curious they are, and how they stay calm and strong inside. Imagine your mind like a special pair of glasses that helps you notice things others might miss. Some people have these glasses naturally, while others can learn to put them on. When we talk about intelligence, most people think of someone who knows a lot of facts or gets perfect grades. But true intelligence is something much deeper and more beautiful. It's like having a superpower of understanding, not just remembering information, but truly seeing how things connect. Think about a detective in a movie who can solve a mystery by noticing tiny details that everyone else overlooks. That's what intelligence really looks like. Your brain is like an incredible machine that can learn and grow in ways you might not even imagine. Some people are born with certain advantages, but the most amazing thing about intelligence is that it's not fixed. It's something you can develop, like a muscle that gets stronger the more you use it. Every time you ask a question, try something new, or look at a problem from a different angle, you're making your mind stronger and more flexible. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to stay calm when everything around them is chaotic? That's a kind of intelligence too. It's not about having the right answer immediately, but about staying calm, thinking clearly, and finding solutions even when things get tough. Imagine your mind as a ship navigating through stormy waters. The most intelligent people are those who can stay steady and find their way, no matter how rough the seas become. Intelligence isn't about being perfect. It's about being curious, being willing to make mistakes, and learning from them. Think about children. They're often the most intelligent people because they're not afraid to ask questions, to try things, to look at the world with wonder. As we grow older, we sometimes forget this amazing ability. We start worrying about looking smart instead of actually becoming smarter. If these words feel like they're pulling something inside you, let yourself respond gently, perhaps with a like or a quiet moment share below. And if this journey resonates, stay with us and follow our channel. We are creating a space where anyone can learn about themselves with calm and clarity. The most interesting thing about intelligence is how it shows up differently in different people. Some people are great at solving math problems, while others can understand complex emotions or create beautiful art. Your brain has its own unique way of seeing and understanding the world. The key is to discover and celebrate your own special kind of intelligence, rather than trying to fit into someone else's definition. Think about the most successful people you know. They're not always the ones with the highest test scores. They're the ones who are curious, who keep learning, who aren't afraid to ask questions and try new things. Intelligence is about having an open mind, about being willing to change your thoughts when you learn something new. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities to grow, not as things to be afraid of. Every single person has the potential to develop their intelligence. It's not about being born smart. It's about how you approach life, how you think, how you learn. Your mind is like a garden. Some people's gardens might look a bit more organized at first, but with care, attention, and the right kind of nurturing, any garden can bloom beautifully. The same is true for your intelligence. Intelligence is like a complex dance between different parts of your brain. It's not just about knowing things, but about how you connect ideas, solve problems, and understand the world around you. Some people might think intelligence is something you're born with and can't change, but that's far from the truth. Your brain is incredibly flexible, like a powerful computer that can constantly update its software and improve its performance. Imagine your mind as a vast library. Some people walk into this library and know exactly how to find the right book, how to read between the lines, and how to use the information in creative ways. Others might struggle to navigate the shelves, but that doesn't mean they can't learn. Intelligence is about developing the skills to explore this library more effectively, to ask the right questions, and to understand the deeper meanings hidden in the books. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to expand your intelligence. Think about how a child learns to ride a bicycle. At first, they might fall many times, but each fall is a lesson. They learn about balance, about persistence, about understanding their own body's movements. The same is true for your mental abilities. Every mistake, every confusion, every moment of not understanding something is actually a chance to grow smarter. People with high intelligence often have certain habits that set them apart. They're not afraid of saying, "I don't know." In fact, they see it as an exciting opportunity to learn something new. They ask questions that go beyond the surface. They're curious about how things work, and they're willing to challenge their own beliefs. It's like having a built-in compass that always points towards growth and understanding. If this reflection echoes something you've carried silently, you are not alone. Feel free to leave your thoughts, or simply be here with us. And if you wish, subscribe and return when the path calls again. We're creating a community of minds that are always growing, always learning. Your emotional intelligence is just as important as your ability to solve logical problems. It's about understanding yourself and others, about reading the subtle emotions that most people miss. Think of it like being able to see the invisible connections between people, understanding the unspoken feelings in a room, and knowing how to navigate complex social situations with grace and empathy. Some people might have a natural tendency towards certain types of intelligence. Some are great with numbers, others with words, some with understanding people, and others with creating beautiful art. But the most powerful intelligence comes from recognizing and developing all these different abilities. It's like being a musician who can play multiple instruments, each with its own unique sound and purpose. The brain is constantly changing, creating new connections, and developing new pathways. Every time you learn something new, you're literally reshaping your brain. It's like creating new roads in a vast mental landscape. The more you explore, the more connected and efficient these roads become. This is why people who are constantly learning seem to get smarter and faster at understanding things. Intelligence isn't about having all the answers. It's about knowing how to find them. It's about being curious, being patient with yourself, and understanding that learning is a lifelong journey. Think about the most successful people in the world. They're not successful because they know everything, but because they know how to learn, how to adapt, and how to keep growing. Your unique way of thinking is your greatest strength. Some people might process information quickly, while others take more time but dig deeper. Some people are great at seeing the big picture, while others excel at understanding the smallest details. There's no one-size-fits-all definition of intelligence. It's about understanding your own strengths and continually working to expand them. The most powerful form of intelligence is the ability to unlearn and relearn. It's about being flexible in your thinking, being willing to change your mind when you encounter new information. Imagine your mind as a garden that's constantly growing, where old ideas make way for new ones, where every experience is a seed of potential knowledge. In the deepest corners of our minds, there lies a landscape of shadows and light, of hidden potential and unrecognized strengths. This is the place where true intelligence reveals itself, not in the loud proclamations of achievement, but in the quiet moments of deep understanding. It's a journey that takes us beyond the surface, into the most profound depths of our own consciousness. Imagine standing at the edge of your own inner world, looking into a mirror that reflects not just your appearance, but the intricate patterns of your thoughts, your fears, your unspoken dreams. Intelligence is not about what you show to the world, but about what you're willing to explore within yourself. It's about having the courage to look at the parts of yourself that you've been afraid to acknowledge, to understand the complex mechanisms that drive your thoughts and actions. There are moments when our minds become battlegrounds of conflicting emotions and thoughts. The most intelligent individuals are those who can navigate this internal landscape with grace, who can sit with their discomfort, who can observe their own thought patterns without judgment. It's like being both the explorer and the map, the observer and the observed, understanding the intricate dance of consciousness that happens within you. Every experience leaves a mark on your mind. Every challenge reshapes your understanding. Intelligence is not a destination, but a continuous journey of transformation. Think of your mind as a living ecosystem, constantly changing, growing, adapting. The shadows of your past experiences, the light of your aspirations, the complex network of your memories and emotions, all of these create the unique landscape of your intelligence. Some people carry within them a storm of potential, a swirling energy of understanding that hasn't yet found its way to the surface. Intelligence is about learning to calm this storm, to listen to the whispers of your deepest self, to understand the language of your own emotions and thoughts. It's about recognizing that the most profound intelligence comes from self-awareness, from the ability to look inward with compassion and curiosity. The human mind is a universe of infinite complexity. Each thought is a star, each memory a constellation, each emotion a galaxy waiting to be explored. Intelligence is about developing the ability to navigate this universe, to understand the connections between seemingly unrelated experiences, to see the patterns that most people miss. It's about developing a kind of inner vision that goes beyond the limitations of everyday perception. There are moments of profound insight that cannot be captured by words, moments when the mind suddenly sees everything differently. These are the moments when true intelligence reveals itself, not through test scores or academic achievements, but through a deep, intuitive understanding of life itself. It's like suddenly seeing the world in color after living in black and white, understanding the interconnectedness of everything. Pain, struggle, and challenge are not obstacles to intelligence. They're the very soil in which it grows. Each difficulty you face is an opportunity to develop a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Intelligence is about transforming your wounds into wisdom, your challenges into opportunities for growth. It's about developing the resilience to keep moving forward, even when the path seems uncertain. In the silence between thoughts, in the spaces between breaths, there lies a profound intelligence that cannot be measured or quantified. It's the intelligence of being fully present, of understanding the depth of each moment, of recognizing the extraordinary in the ordinary. It's about developing a sensitivity to life that goes beyond intellectual understanding, that touches the very essence of human experience. Your mind is a landscape of infinite possibility, a universe of potential waiting to be discovered. Intelligence is not about conquering this landscape, but about exploring it with wonder, with humility, with a deep sense of curiosity. It's about recognizing that every moment is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to understand yourself and the world in a deeper, more meaningful way. As we reach the final chapter of our journey into the depths of intelligence, we find ourselves standing at the threshold of transformation. Intelligence is not a destination, but a continuous path of becoming, a journey of constant growth, of endless discovery, of understanding the profound complexity of human potential. It's about recognizing that the most powerful intelligence comes from integration, from bringing together all the different parts of yourself into a harmonious whole. Think about the most remarkable people you've ever known. They're not necessarily those with the highest IQ or the most impressive academic credentials. They're the ones who have learned to listen deeply, to understand themselves and others with compassion, to see the world with a sense of wonder and curiosity. True intelligence is about connection to yourself, to others, to the world around you in all its beautiful complexity. Your brain is a miraculous instrument of adaptation and growth. Every experience you've ever had, Every challenge you've faced, every moment of joy and pain has been shaping your intelligence in ways you might not even realize. It's like you're constantly creating a masterpiece, sometimes with broad, confident strokes, sometimes with delicate, hesitant touches, but always creating, always growing, always becoming more of who you are meant to be. Intelligence is about finding your own unique rhythm of understanding. Some people solve problems quickly, others take their time and dig deeper. Some see the big picture, others excel at intricate details. There's no single way to be intelligent. It's about honoring your own way of thinking, your own way of experiencing the world, while also remaining open to new perspectives, new ways of understanding. The most profound intelligence comes from vulnerability, from being willing to admit what you don't know, from being curious enough to keep learning, from being brave enough to challenge your own beliefs. It's about creating a relationship with yourself and the world that is honest, authentic, and constantly evolving. Think of your mind as a garden that requires constant care, attention, and love. Imagine intelligence as a river, sometimes flowing smoothly, sometimes encountering rocks and obstacles, but always moving, always finding its way. Your ability to adapt, to learn, to grow is not fixed. It's a dynamic, living force that responds to how you nurture it. Every book you read, every conversation you have, every challenge you face is an opportunity to expand your understanding. The greatest secret of intelligence is that it's not about being perfect. It's about being willing to be imperfect, to make mistakes, to learn, to grow. It's about developing a sense of compassion for yourself and others, understanding that everyone is on their own unique journey of understanding. Intelligence is about seeing the humanity in yourself and in others, about recognizing the infinite potential that exists within every moment. If this story helped you see a part of yourself more clearly, leave a trace, a comment, a decision to walk with us. Subscribe, and let this space be part of your own healing. We are creating a community of minds that are always growing, always learning, always becoming more of who they truly are. Your intelligence is a gift, not something to be measured or compared, but something to be explored, celebrated, and nurtured. It's about developing a relationship with yourself that is kind, curious, and endlessly compassionate. Every day is an opportunity to see yourself and the world with new eyes, to learn something unexpected, to grow in ways you never thought possible. As you continue on this journey, remember that intelligence is not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most open, the most curious, the most willing to learn. It's about developing a sense of wonder that never dies, a curiosity that keeps you young, an understanding that continues to expand with each breath, each moment, each experience. The most beautiful thing about intelligence is that it's a journey without end. You are constantly becoming, constantly growing, constantly discovering new aspects of yourself and the world. Your mind is a universe of infinite potential, waiting to be explored, waiting to be understood, waiting to be celebrated. And this journey, this incredible, beautiful journey of understanding, is yours alone.